The media regulation bill that the Kerala government was planning to table in the assembly has been put off, likely fearing a backlash. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan presented the draft of the bill in the cabinet meeting last Wednesday, but he himself has shelved it. The Chief Minister explained that a clearer and loophole-free law was needed, and the draft submitted by the Law Secretary will be examined later by the Law Minister. Hence, the bill need not be considered for the time being. The ministers who attended the cabinet meeting didn't speak for or against the bill. The draft bill proposes to introduce the new Section 292A through legislation after amending the Indian Penal Code with an objective to curb the printing, publishing and distribution of grossly indecent or scurrilous matter or matter intended for blackmail. The new section is another version of the 118A amendment to the Kerala Police Act that was withdrawn earlier following public criticism. The legislation introduced then through an ordinance was taken back 5 days later through another ordinance. The new legislation makes it legally punishable the exhibition of any printed or written document or picture that amounts to blackmail or shows in a bad light or brings discredit to any other person to public view. Newspapers, weeklies and social media, among others, would come under the purview of the new law. In case the new law comes into effect, it may muffle media and pave way for police raj and chaos in Kerala. Earlier plan was to reintroduce the amendment as a bill in a new form in the Kerala Assembly session starting on December 5th. The move was to add new provisions as subsection 292A by amending section 292 of the Indian Penal Code. There are already sections 499 and 500 of the IPC to file a defamation case. However, there should be a complainant for the police to register the case. According to the new amendment, the police can file a case voluntarily. The police can file a case even if they feel that someone intends to defame anyone. There is no need for a complainant. In that case, a warrantless arrest law would lead to arbitrary police action. The government's argument was that the new law aimed at protecting the personal freedom of the citizen and the dignity guaranteed by the Constitution, along with the freedom of media. The amendment to IPC 292A would make it an offence to print, prepare for printing, display or distribute for public viewing in newspapers, periodicals, circulars and other publications any obscene, insulting or blackmailing content or image. These provisions also apply to social media. It is also an offence to use such images and content to threaten, transfer, make financial gain from, publish or advertise them. Such offences are punishable with imprisonment for 2 years or a fine or both. If the offence is repeated, the offender can be imprisoned for up to 5 years and fined to 10,000 rupees or both. Police can file case even if government is criticized. Since it is a cognizable section where the police can voluntarily file a case, if anyone criticizes the government and administrators, the police can file a case considering it as a defamation. According to the new amendment, police are empowered to decide whether a piece of news, picture, opinion or speech is insulting or defamatory. Police can file a case even if allegations are made against the government. Crime is the first item in the concurrent list over which both the state and the centre have jurisdiction. Although the state has the power to bring amendments to the law, the assent of the President is required for the bill to become law. Usually, the President will approve the bill after seeking the advice of the central government. The President had earlier approved the amendments to the laws of the states of Odisha and Tamil Nadu. But now, as the Chief Minister has put off the bill, it has come as a relief for media groups, media persons and social media influencers who had already started imagining an emergency period like situation.